Now,
that's one mistake. The other is when he was a campaigner, he did nothing but talk about what a great country it is, what an exceptional country it is, because a guy like me can make it here, and only in a country like this can I have made it. He was very patriotic, very inclusive, and he was also very interactive in an interesting way. Ever since he's been president, he's been elitist, and he's come with his teleprompter, and he's given his speech. He hasn't listened. He's talked at us rather than with us.
Or at least that's what he's projected.
No, he actually does bring the teleprompter with him, and he actually does know what he wants to say.
But you don't think that he's interacted, even though he's had these town hall meetings, you don't think that he's given the sense of...
No, and I think that he hasn't explained himself. Lincoln had to explain the Civil War, darn it. Roosevelt had to explain everything through the Great Depression. You have to take people along with you. I think he is guilty of that elitist charge that he if you're going to spend a $1.6 trillion deficit in 1 year, you better explain to the American people why you did it. He never explained economics the way he was taught it. We were all taught in graduate school, you have to run a big deficit during a grand recession. How about explaining that? Everybody didn't go to grad school. How about explaining what you're doing in terms of health care and how that's going to help us become a better economy in the long run? It will be painful in the short run politically, but economically it will give us something that we can base our lives on, guaranteed health care. He never sold it as an economic tool, a catalyst to greater growth down the road. Maybe it isn't, but he ought to sell it that way at least. All the people care about is a 9 to 10% unemployment rate that's not going down. Middle-aged people are losing their jobs. They're not finding them. And this guy's out doing his pet projects. And they wonder why he isn't their president, why he's only his own president.
Generations from now, we will be able to look back and tell our children that this was the moment when we began to provide care for the sick and good jobs for the jobless. This was the moment when the rise of the ocean began to slow and our planet began to heal. This was the moment when we ended the war and secured our nation and